Many of us have fond memories of childhood days spent roaming and playing in the out of doors. What fun we had! Children today have less time for unstructured, creative play outside. They're spending an average of 7 hours a day in screen time. Children connected to nature are healthy, happy, and ready to learn.
Kids and nature belong together. Kids that have time to play out on their own in nature, unstructured play, are physically more active, and so they're stronger, they're more coordinated, they have more flexibility, they feel stronger inside themselves. Children have experienced the awe and the wonder of nature when they're out there. You've seen a child who picks up a rock and looks at all the insects underneath it, or they look at the bean that they planted in the garden, the seed, and then how the little shoot comes up, and then they eat the beans that they've grown themselves. Also, when they're out in nature, then the brain is calmer, it's more relaxed, they feel like they're part of something bigger. Then the prostaglandins and the pinene actually calm the brain so that the child can learn more. And the really good thing about the child being out in nature is that the development that they achieve when they're out there actually stays with them, so they are better able to learn in school, at home, and so on. So it's critically important that we give kids an opportunity to be out in nature. We let them explore in an unstructured way, let them discover the beauty of nature and discover all the wonder that it has.
It's always a privilege to have children and families come up to enjoy a day outing in nature. So many kids today are completely disconnected from nature, and also they don't have much freedom to be outdoors on their own time. When they come out here, they may in the winter they may see tracks in the snow, so they go at their own pace according to their own interest, and nature by far is the best teacher, and it's by far the best healer. Almost every kind of human ailment you can think of, problems with attention span, problems with having empathy for others and wildlife that share this with us, it just becomes more beneficial after they've been out in nature, the ability to learn in school. Almost everything you can think of. And most importantly, they leave feeling better than when they came.
We know that there's an awful lot of concern about our children's mental health recently. It may be that they are being asked to deal with stressors that they're just not well equipped to deal with yet. So what is it that we can do to help them? Well, one of the things we can do is we can get them out into nature. We know that nature is a natural buffer against stress. And in addition to being a buffer, we can also derive a lot of benefits in terms of reducing our anger, reducing our fatigue, and feeling better generally through mindfulness and through opportunities to be able to have clear focus. Our job as adults, as parents, is to help kids to be their emotional best. Take your kids out to play.
When children experience outdoors, they're learning reading, writing, listening, and communication. They're learning vocabulary. They're learning the world around them, and they can relate that back to reading a story. They're learning fine motor skills by picking up tree limbs and twigs and pine cones and leaves and putting things into buckets. They're learning math skills by measuring, looking up and saying, how tall is that tree? How short is that tree? How big steps are in the snow, comparing animal prints in the snow of how many claws one has compared to another. They're learning different science components when they want to know if something sinks or floats in the puddle that they found, or what happens when they mix snow with water or dirt with sand. Children really require basic motor skills, such as walking, climbing, stepping over things, and learning their balance. When they're outdoors, they have a free range to move around. They're learning those basic motor skills. Children learn to walk on uneven ground when they walk on uneven ground. We need to create active, healthy, capable children. And when we play outdoors on a regular basis, we're helping them do that.
I've been working with children in the outdoors and nature for the better part of 15 years as an outdoor educator, and we just see so many benefits for students when they're out in the outdoors. There's lots of great science starting to show how great it is for kids' emotional well-being, Just being outside and breathing that fresh air, being happy, it helps with things like depression and anxiety for sure. Their physical well-being, kids are outside, they're climbing, they're learning how to balance, engaging in all those great activities that help them grow and develop as individuals, and also obviously the educational benefits. So, everything is hands-on. Kids are exploring, they're asking questions, they're engaged in what they're interested in. And over the years, I don't know how many times I've had teachers tell me, or point out a student to me and say, that student in class has such a hard time focusing, but here, look at how engaged they are, look at how much of a leader they are, because they're in it, they're hands-on, and they're doing the things they're interested in. So, being out in nature is great for not only kids, but really for everybody.
The MAPSAC project has been funded by the Healthy Kids Community Challenge. Our goal is that children and families will use the MAPSACs to go and explore nature in their own backyards or out in conservation areas and parks nearby in their communities. We're hoping that kids find all kinds of inspiring stories and information in the MAPSACs and the tools that they can use to get out to move and play, to turn over a log and see if they find any fantastic amphibians under, to look and see if they can see any animals that have been hiding and with camouflage, and to just get out and explore nature in their own backyards and see what they can find.
Let's make sure every kid gets outside every day.